Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and you all have done the task given to you. You all have written the question answers exercises in your copy and you all have learned it well. I told you about the test, but we have some time for that. So before that, I want to start. Let us start this lesson number 3. Before I start this lesson, I want to tell you all something about this pandemic. The reason why our school and colleges are closed, everything is closed actually. So the reason is, as you all know, is coronavirus. Yes. And what are the precautions that we have to take to prevent ourselves from this pandemic? You must be aware of it. We have to wash our hands regularly for not less than 20 seconds and wear masks. Social distancing. You understand what is the meaning of social distancing? That means you have to be at a proper distance from anyone. Especially when you are out of your home, you have to maintain a distance of at least 6 feet. So that is social distancing, and obviously you must inculcate the habit of wearing the mask, not only for a few days, but actually you have to keep this habit of wearing it. So now I hope you all are doing it and you must do. So now moving to the lesson. We have seen 2 lessons. The first one was let's use directions and the second one was our universe. In the lesson our universe, we saw our solar system. In our solar system, we know there are 8 planets. Family of sun is called the solar system, and there are 8 planets. Name of the planets you all know. Among all those planets, there is one planet which has life on it. What is the name of that planet? That is our Earth. Yes, the only planet which has life on it. So in this lesson number 3, we are going to talk about our planet Earth. So let's start from the beginning. Let us see what's written, what this girl is saying. It is difficult to imagine that our Earth is like this globe and is always spinning. You can see a globe here. And what this boy is saying, I wonder what are the effects of the spinning movement. So what actually this girl is saying is, it is very difficult to imagine when you see around yourself, when we see around us, we don't see anything like that makes us believe that our Earth is round. But it is said that our Earth is like this globe, it is round in shape. And also it is spinning, that is called rotation, you all know. So it's very difficult to believe, and the speed is also around 1000 miles per hour. So it's very difficult to believe, because suppose if you are in a vehicle or in a car, and if it is moving, you can realize, you can feel that it is moving. So can we feel that we are moving? We are on this Earth and it is moving at around 1000 miles per hour, such a great speed, and we don't experience it. So is it true or not? Yes, it's true. So what are the effects? The boy is asking, what are the effects of that spinning movement? If it is spinning, what it causes? What are its effects? So we will see in this lesson. So let us start. What we are going to see is, see here some key points are given which we are going to see in this lesson. Shape of the Earth. What are North Pole and South Pole? Earth's axis and tilt, movement of the Earth, and Earth is a unique planet. Why Earth is a unique planet? We will see. So, look at the first picture given here. There is a picture given here. If we think that the Earth is flat, then any boat sailing on the river will fall off when it reaches the edge of the land. Animals, vehicles, or people living here will all fall off the edge as they move ahead. But this does not happen because the Earth is not flat. Supposing that our Earth is flat like this, given in this picture. For a moment, you just suppose that our Earth is flat. So if it would have been flat, the animals, vehicles, or the people living, what would have happened? At certain point, they would have fall off the edge. Suppose this is the edge, they would fall off. But it does not happen. Does it happen? No, it does not happen. Why it does not happen? Because Earth is not flat, it is round in shape. The shape of the Earth is actually round. Sometimes like this second picture, second picture. The Earth is round and not flat like this. It is round in shape. Now, moving forward. Prove that the Earth is round. Now, how can you say that the Earth is round? There must be some proof. Yes. About 500 years ago, people thought that the Earth was flat. When people did not have so much of knowledge like we have today, they did not explore all the places, so they did not have any idea that whether it was flat or round. So they believed that it was flat because if we see around us, it seems like it is flat. So the people of earlier times, about 500 years ago, they believed that it was flat. They believed that if they continued traveling, they might fall off the edge of the Earth. So they believed the same way. They believed that if we travel, if we continue traveling, we may fall off. At some point, we may fall off. Where we will meet the edge of this Earth, there we can fall off. In August 1519, Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer, set out on an ocean voyage from Spain with 5 ships and 270 sailors. Ferdinand Magellan, what he did? He was a Portuguese explorer. He started a voyage with 5 ships and 270 sailors. From where did he start? He started from Spain. You can underline this. In August 1519, Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer, set out on an ocean voyage from Spain with 5 ships and 270 sailors. He kept sailing in one direction and reached the Philippine Islands. What he did, he kept sailing in one direction. He did not change his direction. And he reached Philippine Islands. There Ferdinand died. However, Ferdinand died there. When Ferdinand reached Philippine Islands, he died there. After 3 years, one of his ships, he started with 5 ships, and one of his ships commanded by a man named Elcano. There were 270 sailors with him and 5 ships. So among those 5 ships, one of those ships reached, commanded by the man named Elcano, returned to Spain from where they have started. They reached the same place. Returned to Spain, completing one full circle around the Earth. This was possible only because the Earth is round. They had started from a particular place, that is Spain, and they continued their voyage in one direction, and they reached the same place after 3 years. Obviously, only one ship reached, commanded by the man named Elcano. So How it could be possible? It is possible only when the earth is round. Only because the earth is round. In this way, Magellan's ocean voyage around the earth proved that the earth is not flat but round. And this voyage started by Magellan proved that the earth is not flat but it is round. Photographs of the earth taken by the astronauts from space show that the shape of the earth is round. Nowadays we have satellites, so many satellites in the space, and from those satellites and from astronauts also, when they take picture of the earth, how it looks round. So it is also one of the evidence from which we can say that earth is not flat but round. However, earth's true shape is not perfectly round. It is slightly flat at the top and at the bottom. So if we talk about the shape of the earth, it is not perfectly round. It is not a perfect sphere, you can say, or perfect circle. It is not like that. How is it? It is flattened at the top and bottom, and it has a slight bulge in the middle. You can underline this sentence. It has a slight bulge in the middle. There is one keyword, bulge. Bulge means it's given to stick out from something in a round shape. To stick out in a round shape. In the middle, it has a slight bulge. Our earth has a slight bulge in the middle. Now, the flat upper end is called the North Pole. The northern part and the southern part, they are flattened. Our earth is flattened at the top and at the bottom. So the flat upper end, you can underline this sentence. The flat upper end is called the North Pole, and the lower end is called the South Pole. If you have seen an orange, you can resemble the shape of our earth to that of an orange, because it is also flattened at the top and at the bottom, and it has a slight bulge in the middle. So our earth is not a perfect sphere. Now moving further, movements of the earth. We know about the movements of the earth. We saw in the last lesson, that is our universe, and in that we came to know about that it has two kind of movements. One is the rotation, and the other one is called the revolution. What is rotation and revolution, you all know. So you have read that all the planets in the solar system are continuously rotating. The earth rotates along an imaginary line. You can underline this sentence. The earth rotates along an imaginary line called axis. So as you all know, all the planets of the solar system, they are all rotating. So our earth also rotates along an imaginary line called axis. Our earth, it rotates on its axis. So what is axis? Axis is an imaginary line that passes through the center of the earth. So the earth rotates along an imaginary line called axis. The earth's axis is not vertical but slightly tilted to one side. Our earth's axis, the axis on which our earth rotates, it's not, you can say, vertical, but it's slightly tilted. Vertical means like this. Vertical means like this. There are two keywords. One is the vertical and the other one is tilted. Meaning of vertical is given in a straight line from the top to the bottom. From top to the bottom, this straight line, top to the bottom, this is vertical. From top to the bottom, a straight line, this is vertical. But the axis of our earth is not vertical but is slightly tilted. What is the meaning of tilted? It's written, tilted means bent. It is not in a straight line but tilted. Now moving further, a globe is a very small model of the earth. What is a globe? A globe is a very small model of the earth. To understand how our earth looks like, we have made a small model of it, and that model is called the globe. It is used to study the earth. Why it is used? It is used to study earth. You can see the tilted axis on the globe. The earth is round and very big. Even on the globe, we cannot see the whole earth at a time. We see only half of the earth at a time. We can see other half when we spin the globe. So our earth is very big, round and very big. So even if we make a small model of it, it is not possible for us to see the whole earth at a time. We have to spin it. We can see only the one half of it at one time. To see the other half, we have to spin it. Now, moving further, the question that this boy asked, what are the effects of the earth's movement if our earth is moving, if it is spinning? So what are the effects that it creates, those movements? So let us see. Earth has two movements, we all know, rotation and revolution. Rotation, the spinning movement of the earth along its axis is called rotation. You can underline this. The spinning movement of the earth along its axis is called rotation. The earth spins from west to east. The earth spins from west to east. It completes one rotation in 24 hours or one day. Not exactly 24 hours, less than that, but round off we have given here. It's written. Rotation causes day and night. Now we got the answer of the question that this boy asked. What is the effect of that spinning movement? The effect of rotation, we can say. Because of rotation, we get day and night. You can underline this whole sentence from here up to here. The spinning movement of the earth along its axis is called rotation. Now the earth spins from west to east. It completes one rotation in 24 hours or one day. Rotation causes day and night. So what is the effect of rotation? Rotation causes day and night. Because of the rotation of the earth only, we get day and night. And how our earth rotates? It rotates, or it spins from west to east. Our earth, it rotates from west to east. You can see this picture to better understand how our earth spins and how we get the day and night. When the earth spins, the part of the earth that is facing the sun gets the day is here. We get day here, the part of the earth which gets sun. Now when it spins and when it goes to the other direction, opposite to the sun, it causes night, because we don't get the sun rays directly, so it causes night. In the same way, this, and what time it takes to complete one rotation, to complete one spin, it takes 24 hours. So now you know why we have 24 hours in one day and what causes day and night, because of the spinning movement of the earth. I hope you all have understood very well till here. Now let us see what is written in this box. Let's do and learn. Take a spin top, a coin or a bangle, and spin it on a big table. Observe it carefully while it is spinning. This is how the earth also spins. Of course, it does not spin on any pointed tip or at this speed. If you want to know how earth is spinning, you can take a coin, put on a table, and you can just rotate it. The rotation that you see, in the same way our earth also rotates, but not at some pointed tip. It does not it does not have any tip, our earth, that it rotates on its axis, which is imaginary line. And one more thing, it does not rotate with that speed the coin is rotating. It has a very high speed it has got, that is I told you around 1000 miles per hour. So I think you all have understood up to here. I told you about the test. We have some time for that. After I complete one or two lessons, then I will conduct the test. But you have to learn all the question answers. You have to take it very, very seriously. Study very nicely in your home. Take your homework very seriously. And thank you.